If you thought sharks were scary, we have 10 creatures that will make them look like puppies compared to these creatures. We've got everything from colossal squids, giant crabs, and a creature that could swallow a great white in one bite. So here are the top 10 biggest sea monsters ever. Let's dive right in, shall we? Number 10, Plesiosaur. The Plesiosaurus was one of the rare marine lizards that lived during the Mesozoic era, between 250 and 60 million years ago. Now, these creatures vary in size, and the smallest reported reptile being only 4.9 feet in length. However, the largest was 10 times larger than that, with an estimated length of 49 feet. This placed them in a category of apex predators during that time, which meant that these guys didn't run away from anything or anyone in the water. Their 4 powerful slippers helped them smash that like button, if you haven't done so already. But no, they actually helped them swim at speeds that were unparalleled by other marine life at the time. Their bodies were wide and flat, and their tails short, which made it perfect for controlling the direction in which they were headed. Number 9, Styxosaurus. Does this look similar to our previous pick? That's because they were part of the same order of plesiosaurs. It too has strong flippers and a short tail, but the difference here lies in the extraordinary long neck. This is a distinctive trait of these animals. They could reach a length of 36 feet from head to tail, and about half of that in length, or around 18 feet would be comprised of its neck. It was so long, these creatures had between 60 and 72 vertebrae comprising their elongated necks. The heads, however, had conical teeth. This allowed them to puncture and hold the prey instead of cutting through. This allowed for the Styxosaurus to devour its food whole without the need to chew it up. Number 8, Shadowsaurus. If the estimates about the size are correct, this creature would have weighed 75 tons. That's heavier. These gentle giants lived around 210 million years ago, and they reached a whopping size of 69 feet in length. Some of the larger specimens were said to have a ribcage of 6.6 feet deep and a 23-foot span from one fin to the other. That meant that the Shadowsaurus was equipped to kill anything that it came across. Sadly, they had a short toothless snout through which they sucked the food into their mouth. But this meant feeding it was primarily consisted of soft-bodied animals, namely cephalopods. But some scientists have discredited this claim and proposed their jaws do not fit this feeding profile. Let's just hope that these guys didn't have large teeth like some of the creatures on this list, as 75 tons of weight would place them at the top of the food chain. Number 7, Japanese spider crab. These aren't like our previous picks. These creatures are actually still alive and roaming the waters of the oceans today. And of course, the king crab is the largest known crab in existence, which is precisely why some people consider them a delicacy and can pay up to $500 for a good Japanese king crab. The largest crab of the species has been measured to have a leg span of 12 feet from claw to claw. That means that each of their claws was 6 feet long. Whew, that's a lot of meat, folks. Speaking of meat, their legs. Their 16-inch diameter head and their small claws have been recorded to reach a weight of 42 frickin' pounds. Now, that's not as big as these mythical crabs capable of snapping ships in half. That's pretty close to it. Number 6, Kronosaurus. If you're interested in Greek mythology, then you should know that Kronos was actually the youngest leader of the Titans, and this is the lizard that bears its name. Why? Because this giant predatorial machine was known to reach a length of a whopping 30 to 36 feet from head to tail, which placed it at the top of the predatory hierarchy. Just the skull of this creature was a jaw-dropping 7 to 9 feet, with housed large conical teeth, which the Kronosaurus used to rip its prey apart. Now, as for the weight, this creature measured an eye-popping 12 metric tons. Despite its size, it was pretty darn fast for its size. It had 4 flippers located on the side of the body, and an interesting feature was that its rear flippers were much larger than the front ones. This, coupled with the large and therefore powerful swimming muscles, suggested that the prey could hardly escape the jaws of this giant predator. Number 5, Liopleurodon. Here's something that you don't see every day. Scientists were only able to uncover the head of this creature, which means that the entire body of this marine animal is yet to be discovered. With so many scientists debating how big the creature is, here's what we know so far. Back in 1999, the BBC series Walking with Dinosaurs depicted these creatures as water giants, reaching lengths of 85 feet, which means they were pretty much the largest predators in existence. But some of the current estimates claim their head was only 1/7 of their entire body. giving the Liopleurodon a maximum length of 33 feet. The average creatures ranged between 16 and 23 feet in length and weighed approximately 2 tons. It's up to you to decide which estimate you're going to look at. Number 4. Megalodon. If you're surprised why the largest shark in the history of the world is at number 4 on this list, don't be. You'll see the other picks as we are prepared for you. Big Tooth or Megalodon is the shark that lived between 23 and 6 million years ago, but some scientists claim they found a Megalodon tooth that's only 10,000 years old. If this is true, then we're in trouble. Now, speaking of teeth, just look at the size of one of them compared to the tooth of a great white. A great white shark is somewhere around 20 feet in length, and the great white is somewhere around 52 feet in length. Now, if you want to look at the jaw of this thing, it can actually fit an entire human being inside that's standing up. Plus, the largest estimated weight of a megalodon was approximately 40 metric tons. Now imagine that thing came at you while you were in a yacht. Number 3. Colossal squid. During a fishing trip in Antarctica back in 2007, the fishermen managed to reel in something that didn't look like their usual catch. It was red, it was big, and it had giant tentacles. That's right, they managed to catch a colossal squid, the largest invertebrate on the planet. After a short time battling to get it on board, the colossal squid made history because it was the first specimen that we caught that was actually alive. And if you look closely, you could see that this half-ton beast has a lot of hooks around the suction cups, which reminds us of only one other mythical creature, the Kraken. Number 2. Mosasaur. This giant beast was so big, it could actually feed on a great white shark. And the best footage we have of the mosasaur is from the movie Jurassic World, where the marine biologist actually fed the mosasaur a great white shark, and it devoured it in one bite. The lizard of the Mesui River measures more than 60 feet in length, which is the largest specimen being 67 feet long and weighed 14 tons. No marine predator in history was as big as the mosasaur. Number 1. Blue whale. Finally, we have to conclude the largest animal that has ever roamed, swam the face of this earth. That's right, no animal has been bigger than the blue whale. Currently, there are only about 25,000 blue whales left on this planet. They're approximately 100 feet from their giant head to the large tail and weigh around 170 tons. The skull of the blue whale is approximately 20 feet in length, and this is what they look like compared to an average-sized human being. And on that note, we end this video. But hey, do you know any other giant sea monsters that have ever existed? You can tell us in the comments section below. If you'd like more videos like these, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of them. And as always, thanks for watching, guys.